Hello, my fellow adventurers! This is Mloentje, and welcome back to Throne and Liberty. Guys, it is finally time. I finally have my first heroic that I want to use for, one of my main builds. For the PvP heal build, I am gonna use the cloak and the wand, and the cloak dropped earlier. Now, if you look at the stats that I want on there, skill damage resist and added attack speed is base stats you cannot switch up. Endurance, heavy attack chance, and melee defense are stats that we can switch. Now, this is where I kind of want to take you guys along like I do with everything in this game. Once I actually see something new, we basically go through it together, how we can actually upgrade, change these stats that we have here, the traits, and then of course also we got a fourth trait, how we can unlock that, how we can upgrade the heroics. Like, we are gonna check out everything. So first off, I do believe I've seen this a while, but yeah, haven't been able to stat conversion, guys. So we got Galentia's Confession, no other items, so I do presume this is specifically only for heroics. Let's draw that in there. You can convert the original stats to another stat you want. Choose the stat you would like to change, then select the stat you wish to swap. Ooh, 800. That is so freakishly expensive. And then 30 shards. Endurance is in my build, but then heavy attack and melee defense aren't. Required materials for the stat conversion will be selected automatically. So, okay, 30 stones, 400 of these, and then 800 of these. Okay, and press the stat conversion button to change selective stats. And then, yeah, here's the rift. So I want to go for mana cost efficiency. And then I want to go for damage reduction. And basically have attack. So I can click on heavy attack chance, swap it into damage reduction, right? And then now use the stat conversion. But I need a lot. Like a lot of unlock stones, and these are so hard to get, so this might actually take us a while. Okay, this, yeah, really might take us a while. So that's how we can actually change the stats on here. So traits, unlock traits selectively, 30 and 600. Ooh, that is expensive as well. You can buy the regular traits from the auction house. Right, we go to auction house and then go to armor. We go to cloak. So right now, evasion, endurance, max health, skill damage resist, heavy attack, defense. They're pretty expensive. Okay, so if we equip our cloak, we can also compare to what we already have. For me, I would want to have the resistances on there. So that would be the stun resists and the weaken resists. How high is weaken resist? 800. Yeah, that was to be expected. But I want this one on here. This is also why I've been saving up a little bit. There we go. And then the extracts. So now I have collision resist, weaken resist, and then the other one is stun resist that I want on there. So that's a pretty cheap one. I think this is the easiest way to get your talents, guys. Now for the other one, I definitely have no idea. Great. Yeah, there we go. We can resist. No? Lock trade. Yeah, there we go. Holy crap. Oh, I was a little bit worried there for a second. Like, do I still need to pay if I buy the trades? That's never been a case. And yeah, we do have I do believe it's a 10% chance for tier 2s, and then a 2% chance or something like that for tier 1s to still upgrade them. So you're gonna need to buy them once. Well, basically that's what I do. You can unlock them with the stones. Oh, is this defense? Is it an heroic trade or not? No, this is just a regular trait, an extract, right? Defense 80. So you can buy heroic traits, basically. Because if the defense is not here in the list, that means that the defense that they're selling here, the heroic traits, is actually also purchased from auction house. Then I'm gonna need to save up some lucent again. You could now do this and then go here. unlock and use my 600. But because it is so hard to get your hands on the unlock stones, I'm definitely gonna use it for the stat conversion. Like, there is no other means to change your stats. Like the main 5 stats you have. Skill damage, it's locked in. The attack speed, locked in. But the endurance, heavy attack chance, and the melee defense aren't. So that is what I'm gonna be doing. Like, I'm gonna keep my unlock stones so I can specifically take out the main 5 stats that I want. And then just buy the traits. The defense one. I'm gonna need to save up a little bit, play a little bit on the auction house. How do we level up with heroic equipment growth stones? So how can we make... Is that also... I think that's also all things. Ah, here it is. Weapons. And then armor has it as well. Heroic equipment growth stone. It doesn't say specifically equipment upgrade. And then weapons. Heroic equipment upgrade. So it doesn't specifically say skill core imprint scroll. You can grant new powers to a heroic weapon. An imprint scroll? What the hell is that? Is that for your traits? So equipment growth stones is 1. So the most stable way to get your hands on the chaos prisms, guys, is once a week you can buy 5 for 1 entropy shard. Now, I should have been doing this like from week 1. So I'm kind of like 20-25 shards behind. Do also need them for skill core imprint. So let's craft up... How many can we craft? 15? Let's craft up 30. We got a couple, right? And let's not spend everything. Come on. Ah, just short of bringing it to level 4. Okay, we're gonna need to craft up. Yeah, it's gonna be a slow progress, guys. Like every week you kind of want to do. There is now also in the weekly missions, there was now also 10 chaos prisms in here, right? The last thing that we need to do, we know how to get the traits straightened out. We know how to, well, what we can do for upgrading them. We can see how we level them up. The last thing is skill core imprint scroll. Let's try to find out what that actually does. So what I'm thinking is I actually have enough. I could do this for 100. And I basically have both of them. And then I still have 1 left for next week's Chaos Prism to buy those. And then I still have 30 left for the craft as well. And I basically have both Biz Heroics. Ooh. Should I do it or not? It's gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. I got my wand. Let's... Critical hit chance, that's good. Wisdom, heavy attack chance, perception. Okay, then I'm gonna need to... I think perception is a good one. I think the second one that I want on there is wisdom. And the traits are also good. So that is really, really nice. So what I could do right now is actually go character... Go overture. Let's rip that out of my skill book here. Now we get back to here. Now extract. Oh, we need 2 skill core extraction scrolls. We're gonna need to buy. We're gonna need to craft those. I think it's the weapon one. Don't think we could craft them at the accessories or the armor.
A new hero has come.
And then skill core. We need adventure coin loyalty. Oh, we're gonna need to do some dungeons to be able to get 10 of these, and we're gonna need 2 of them. So that means we're gonna need 20. Okay, got a little bit of work ahead of me. Yeah, basically use them all to buy the unlock stones. Okay, so it's the next day, guys. Did a couple co-op dungeons and basically got my hands on some loyalty coins. I already crafted up 1, so I basically need to craft up because we need to extract the skill. If I remember correctly, that is. So there we go. Now we should have 1 skill core imprint scroll and 2 skill core extraction scrolls. And we have the actual perk we want to implement on our legendary weapon. So let's head off to the top. All right, so we want to extract, which we need 2 skill core extraction scrolls for 10,000, right? We want to extract the invigorating salvation that I have. So let's do this. There we go, which will destroy the tome I have been using for a while. And an imprint. It's locked. Okay, can have it locked. Character info. So reveal everything. Go to equipment. No, inventory. That was correct. Then unlock it. There we go. And put this one in here. Choose the skill core that you want to make an imprint, and it will be registered to the skill core slot at the left. You can only choose the skill core type that you can imprint on the weapon. And then materials required for the skill core imprint are automatically selected. So 1 out of 1, guys. So you do only need 1 scroll. And then you can disable skill cores from equipment with imprinted skill cores. If you want to re-imprint the skill core, you have to pay the cost again. So I can imprint it now, and then I would get invigorating salvation on my wand. Yeah, really, really nice. That is really, really nice. I presume you can remove the imprint. It becomes then one of the imprints that you hold. And then, for instance, if I want to play with my heroic wand, but I want to play with it on a DPS build, for instance, on a staff, a wand, or a crossbow wand, or whatever wand build that I want to make, I might actually want to implement like the Devon skill core, right, on my wand. So I presume you do remove imprint. It removes it for no cost. But after that, to print it again, you have to pay the cost again. I kind of want to test, but on the other hand, I don't want to test as well. 10 Chaos Prisms for a test. That's 10 upgrade stones. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. That is too big of a cost even for me to actually see what it does. But yeah, I have my wand now with invigorating salvation on it, guys. I still need to buy the traits. I did buy the traits for my cloak. I still need to change 2 of the skills, or the actual stats on my cloak. And for my wand, I'm gonna need to change heavy attack chance into wisdom. I do presume perception is what I think wisdom and fortitude is the ones that I want on here. I'm not real sure. And then critical hit chance I already have. Heavy attack chance is one thing that I want, and then max health is also something that I want. So yeah, that's gonna be a pretty costly affair, but that's basically how you get your traits unlocked, and well, the cost price of unlocking everything, guys. So yeah, really happy, and this just means that I have a lot of work ahead of me, a lot of dungeons to farm, a lot of upgrade stones to make, and a lot of loosen to make to be able to, or growth stones. If there's like becomes another way in the game that I can collect growth stones, then it might be that will be the faster way. But yeah, for me right now, it's just the faster way. Is it faster to get the growth stones, or is it faster for me to buy it? And it all depends if I can buy it, if I actually get some drops, and I can sell some items on the auction house, right? So yeah, pretty cool, guys. Really cool system. Love the legendaries, of course. I'm gonna wrap up this video here. If you want to see more of my quest progression, my let's play here in Throne and Liberty, guys, or any other game that I might be playing on my channel now or in the future, just hit that subscribe button. It would always help out a lot. I do hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.